Hi, in this video, we'll be talking about operations on tuples, and also some common functions that can be used with tuples. Slicing, concatenation, and repetition were just like with any other sequences. Have a look. Here we have a units tuple with the following elements. Let's slice it. Print units from the beginning to index 4. Here we get the slice. Now let's define more units. Another tuple. And now let's concatenate them. Print units plus more units. As you can see, these two tuples have been concatenated here. Now, let's define a tuple of numbers. And let's concatenate a tuple literal, like so. Numbers plus another tuple. 4, 5. It also works. And we can also assign the new resulting tuple back to the original variable. So numbers equals numbers plus a one element tuple, so with a comma at the end. And this is what we get, numbers. So these two tuples, numbers as defined here, and this one element tuple have been concatenated. We can also use the augmented assignment operator. So numbers plus equals another tuple, 7, 8 for example, numbers, and it also works. How about repetition? Here we have a tuple literal 1, 2, 3, which should be repeated 5 times. As you can see, the elements of this tuple have been repeated 5 times. Okay. Now, although it's impossible to remove elements from a tuple, because tuples are immutable, we can remove the whole tuple with del. So let's define another tuple, scores, and now let's delete it using the del keyword. Fine. If we now try to echo the tuple, we'll get an error because the tuple doesn't exist anymore. Have a look. Scores. Name scores is not defined. We can use the membership operators to check whether an element is contained in a tuple or not. Have a look. Let's check whether 5 is contained in the following tuple. 1, 2, 7, 9. False. How about A not being contained in this tuple? P, E. It's true. A is not in this tuple. We can check the length of a tuple by means of the function len, just like with strings or lists. Have a look. The length of this tuple is 3. Any undefined comma-separated sequence, so one not enclosed in parentheses, square brackets, or quotes, defaults to a tuple. Have a look. 5, 3, 7. This defaults to a tuple. As you can see, now we get the same tuple in parentheses. Or comma-separated strings. This is also a tuple. Now the max and min functions work just like with lists. So let's define two tuples first. numbers and syllables. Okay? And now have a look at this. Max, numbers, comma, max, syllables. So here we have two elements which are comma separated. This is the first one. This is the second one. They are not enclosed in any outer parentheses, square brackets, or quotes, so they default to a tuple. So the results of these functions, max of numbers, which is 11, and max of syllables, which is v, default to a tuple. And they are enclosed in parentheses over here. And one more example with min, 4 and am respectively. Okay, that's it for this video. If you like it, a thumbs up would be great. Also, make sure to subscribe for future videos. If you want to leave a comment or ask a question, you're welcome to do so. Thanks for watching.